Hi, my name is Amanda. Welcome to my life. Today I had the idea of going through my old portfolio from school and critiquing myself, critiquing my old self. And I feel like Amanda today would probably make Amanda from the past cry a little bit. Definitely learned a lot. And that's a good thing. So we're gonna go back in time right now and I'm going to show my portfolio from college. My theme for the portfolio was primary colors, so either RGB or red, blue, and yellow. This first one is my architecture. I was really bad at architecture in school. We had tilt shift lenses that you could like tilt the lens and shift the lens up and down. I was really bad at it. We used 4x5 cameras previously to do architecture that also does the same thing, but it's with film. I wasn't good at that either. So for this one, it was kind of hard, especially that top picture of the full building. It was really hard for me to get all the lines straight. And I think I ended up having to fix the lines in Photoshop after, which I'm very good at. This picture on the top right really bothers me. I don't know why I showed more of the floor than the actual architecture. I really wish I had like just moved it down a bit to show more of the picture on top. And the last one on the bottom, I actually still like, and I had to paint the clouds in myself. I think my teacher saw one window with clouds and she was like, oh, well, why don't you just paint clouds on the rest of them? I was like, oh, okay. And thus started me giving more work to myself forever and always. Overall, it's fine. I wouldn't take architecture like this again. I would try to make it more interesting looking, but I know that this was like the whole idea. For this assignment, this is what this had to be. Next picture. This is my creative ad. And it was for nail polish. I really liked nail polish at the time, hence the picture. This is actually my friend who modeled for me. I don't hate this. Like, this is pretty good. I'm very proud of this. I took the pictures of the products and I did the graphics and I got the logo on the bottom and I put that in there. So, and the names of the nail polishes are in those colors there, and I think that was pretty clever of me to do. Those nails are also glue on. Those aren't real nails. And you can kind of see in the editing that they're kind of falling off a little bit. Would I do anything differently? Maybe I would do, instead of a model in it, I don't know if I had to have a model in it, but I would do like the nail polish on the paper or something. That would be kind of cool. It's not that bad. Next, this is, I think, one of my open assignments. This is actually not an open assignment. It's my corporate portrait. So when I mentioned that it looks very corporate headshot-y, well, that's the point. That was the project. I forgot one of my open assignments. I forgot to record it, so I'm gonna add it in at the end. But yeah, this is a corporate portrait. This picture made me cry because I had taken it right before class. I remember this so vividly. And in that class, we had to submit this assignment and we were getting critiqued by our peers and by our professor in front of everybody. And I was so happy with it because I really liked how it worked out. I submitted it raw, so there was no editing done to it, nothing. And I remember them just ripping it apart. And I left that class and I went straight onto a train to come back home. And I was bawling my eyes out on the way to the train. Like, I was probably going through one of my many mental breakdowns in college. And I was crying, and I think I called or texted my mom, and I was like, I don't know if I should be doing this. This is my last semester of college. Like, come on, you're almost done. Just get through it. But then I edited the picture. I was like, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I edited it. I brought it back to my professor, and she was like, oh, yeah, it's good. So it's a nice picture. Would I put it in a portfolio now? No, it's just a basic business headshot. It's a nice picture. That's my friend again. She was super nice. She modeled for me. That's it. This is another one of my friends. She liked having her picture taken and I needed a model and I was too scared to go to modeling agencies to ask for new faces. So I asked my friends. This was the environmental portrait. So either a picture outside or somebody in their environment. That was the idea. Nice picture. I still like it. I would definitely shoot it differently. I wouldn't have it so wide like that. I wouldn't put a vignette on it. It's fine. It kind of looks like somebody getting pictures for their like book and they're like a new model. Like, it's cute. And that's that. It was a nice picture. It was a nice shoot. It was fun. The hamburger. This is funny because if you know me, I'm a vegetarian. When I took this, I wasn't, but I didn't eat hamburgers. I don't know why I wanted to make a hamburger. It's real meat, it's real everything. I read a thing that said in food photography, for hamburgers, the meat's not cooked all the way through, so it doesn't like flatten and get like shriveled up, you know? So it's actually uncooked on the inside. It's just cooked on the outside. And I put barbecue sauce on it. What I would do differently, I wouldn't make the tomato and the onion so thick. I think I just really wanted to be able to see it in the picture. So I would do those smaller, and I'd probably put some sort of condiment on the top, like that dry ass bun. Like, are you kidding me? And does lettuce usually go on the bottom? Like, I feel like onions go on the bottom and the lettuce goes on top. It's nice. My parents have this hung up in their kitchen and they love it. So I guess it's not that bad, but I wouldn't have it in my kitchen. It also really bothers me that I forgot one little sesame seed in that spot. Like, it always bothers me when I look at this picture. I'm like, just put a sesame. I also had to move the sesame seeds apart because they were all like clumped together. Next is my magazine cover. I chose to do food because I really liked food photography in school. And so I did a blueberry pie. I had to pen tool the graphic on top. I had to copy it from the magazine that already existed and make my own vector. That was not fun at all, but I did it. And it looks great. And I had to do all the text and everything. I cut out the top of the pie and I put actual blueberries in it. In hindsight, I should have mixed the blueberries with like sugar at least and maybe like warmed it up a bit, because it just looks like raw blueberries in a pie. But it's still nice. Like, I really like this picture. This is probably one of the ones that I like the most in my portfolio. Oh boy. This is my movie cover. That's me. Because again, too scared to get model. Graphically, not bad. Picture-wise, could have picked a cooler movie, but I think I had just watched it and I was like, oh, I'll just do that. Let's put the real movie poster next to it. It's pretty accurate. I did a pretty good job. Would I do something differently? Yeah, I would choose a completely different movie and I would do it differently. Next, this is another open picture I took before I needed an open picture. I was on the roof of a mall that is the Fairmont Chateau Laurier. We picked that spot, me and my friend, and we just stood there and took long exposure pictures because that was a thing I always wanted to do and I never really did it. And it turned out really well. This one's nice. Would I do it differently? This is really bright for me. I don't really like bright colors in my pictures, so I would edit it differently. I'll just say that. Another open. It was a day we were doing a fashion workshop and we had a Mamiya camera. Basically, it was a really big, expensive camera and I was scared to hold it. This is one of the pictures I took then and I made it like a high key picture. It's nice. She's beautiful. There's not much else to say. I wouldn't do a fashion picture like this today. It's like very technically good. I'll leave that there. Next is another food photography because I loved doing food photography. This is a sorbet. It's not real sorbet. It's made from sugar and lard. I like it. It's pretty cool. You can see the reflection on the plexi. What I would do differently, I wouldn't make the yellow one pineapple flavored. That's for sure. I don't know why I didn't choose lemon. Put the red in the middle and then put both of them, the circles on the side. Wow, symmetry. Kiwi, fine. Could have been mint also. If I did it today, I would do real ice cream and I would make it look more lifestyle and not so commercial. This is all very commercial. So before I get to the last picture in my portfolio, this is the self-directed picture that I missed. So this is my best friend and she was visiting me, so I decided to use her as a model and I went with this little blue theme. I did her makeup, I lit the background all blue, I changed it maybe in post, and I achieved the lighting that I really wanted to. That was kind of hard for me, so I'm very happy that I did that. Makeup is okay. Could probably be done better today, but this is what I was just dealing with. I was just going with the flow, and it's a pretty nice picture. I don't hate it, but again, like the theme of all the other ones, I probably wouldn't shoot it the same today. So next. Guess we're gonna end with this one. This is my self-portrait. I couldn't think of anything that represented me more than something I was like the most insecure about my whole life. And that was my weight. This is gonna sound bad. I always thought that if I was fat, then I was ugly. Don't know why. That was just the correlation that I made. So I decided to make my self-portrait this to try to make myself feel better and also to put my insecurities out on my sleeve. Would I do the same thing today? Probably not. This is kind of a hard picture to look at for myself, but I know that me in that picture didn't believe what I wrote on me. Like there's no way. I think I just did it and I was like, yeah, like I know this is what I should think, but I don't. Sad picture. Anyway, I would probably do it differently today. And this concludes my portfolio. We made it. And we're now at the part where my idea spreads. So my idea for this is that I'm gonna recreate every single picture in my portfolio in how I would shoot it today. It's like a challenge to me because there's some of these things that I'm like, I don't want to even do that. Like I'm back in school and I have to do it. I'm gonna do a video for every single different picture in that portfolio until I get to the end, and it's exciting because I'm gonna have like a whole new portfolio. If you want to see me recreate my portfolio in the future, you can subscribe to my channel. I'll link all my socials and my website and stuff in the description. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.